Hello, everyone. Welcome to the English Flow podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tom. I hope you feel calm and ready to improve your English today.
Today, we will talk about something almost everyone experiences, but very few people say out loud: continuing to study English even when it feels hard.
To be honest, no one has energy every single day. Sometimes even the word English feels boring.
You open your book, you look at it, but your mind is empty.
You open a video. Boom! Your focus disappears.
Then you feel upset. Why is it so hard to continue? Maybe I can't do this.
But these thoughts are not the real you. Many people don't struggle with discipline. They struggle with mental fatigue.
But the real problem is not motivation. Your mind is just too full. Work, school, responsibilities, family, everything. A tired brain doesn't want new information.
So the first step is simple. Stop blaming yourself.
When you try to study English, your brain gives the same excuse every time. Do it tomorrow.
But that tomorrow never comes.
So here is the first method for today. Start small, very small.
For example, today just listen to English for 3 minutes.
It's a tiny step, but very powerful.
Small goals don't scare the brain. It doesn't resist and say, "No, I don't want this."
And when you start with 3 minutes, you keep going without noticing.
Because motivation comes after starting, not before.
When I first started learning English, this was a nightmare for me. I opened something and closed it 2 minutes later.
I can hear many people saying, "Same here."
Same for me, so I made a simple rule. Just 3 minutes a day, every day, not more.
And what happened?
Every time I went past 3 minutes, because once you begin, your brain doesn't want to stop.
The hardest part is the first step. After that, it flows.
Here is another small trick. After watching for 2 minutes, don't expect too much from yourself.
Instead, write tiny notes. I studied for 2 minutes today.
This gives your brain a clear message. Continuing is not so hard.
And this identity feeling is stronger than motivation.
So let's look at what we said. You don't study English because you're lazy. Your brain is tired. Small steps lead to big progress. Even 3 to 5 minutes help you move forward.
And remember, English is not a race. Small steps win when they continue every day. One of the biggest reasons people stop studying English is this. English feels boring.
Yes, many people see English as a chore, like homework, something they must do, not something that gives joy.
But the brain learns things more easily when it sees them as fun.
But there is a small mistake here. For most people, fun means funny and silly videos.
But fun is not only about laughing hard,
You're right, Tom. Fun can also mean feeling peaceful.
or hearing something you love but in English.
One common mistake is this: people watch content that doesn't interest them, and of course, they get bored.
Then they get angry at themselves. Why is it so hard to continue?
Because if your heart doesn't like something, your brain won't like it either.
And the simplest solution is this. Consume English through something that already makes you happy.
If you enjoy working out, watch simple workout videos.
If cooking is fun, watch cooking videos.
If you love animals, even short cat or dog videos are a good start.
You don't have to force English too much to learn English.
When you add English to an activity you already love, that is enough.
When the brain sees something as an obligation, it switches into resistance mode.
For example, when you say, "Today I will study at least 1 hour,"
The brain reacts immediately. 1 hour? No, I don't want to start.
but when you say, "I just want to watch something I enjoy for 5 minutes,"
It no longer feels like a threat to your brain,
That's why learning should be a choice, not a pressure.
especially when you're tired. Long content can feel extremely boring.
Short content keeps learning alive without killing your motivation.
Sometimes a 2-minute video is better than a 30-minute reading session.
That's because short content doesn't tire you out or shut your mind down.
Actually, this is about building a habit.
You're right. Short but frequent repetition is very effective for learning.
Some people tell me this: Tom, English doesn't feel fun to me.
And I tell the same people. Maybe you're defining fun in the wrong way.
Fun does not mean you must laugh loudly or act silly.
Fun can be listening to a podcast with a warm cup of coffee.
Or watching a short video while walking quietly.
Learning one interesting sentence can also count as fun.
English can match your rhythm, if you allow it.
Today we realize these things. English not feeling fun is normal because most people don't choose content that fits their interests. Combining English with topics you love makes learning much easier. Short content is more sustainable. Fun is actually the feeling of comfort.
And these small changes naturally increase your motivation.
You can take English out of the heavy task category and make it a warm part of your life.
There is another thing many people don't notice. The reason you get bored while studying English is not only the topic itself. Sometimes the study method simply doesn't fit you.
Yes, because everyone has different preferences. Some people learn by listening, some by writing, some by speaking, and some by using visual content.
But many people try one method, get bored, and then say, English is not for me.
But maybe the method is wrong. Some people love listening while moving. Others prefer listening to a podcast in a quiet room.
Some learn better by taking notes. Others hate taking notes but learn well by listening.
The real question is, how can I strengthen my connection with English?
Because when you learn with the right method, it stops feeling like a duty.
Let's continue with a small example. One of my students loved listening to podcasts while walking, but taking notes was not for her at all.
So what happened next?
The 15-minute podcast she listened to while walking became more effective than reading for 1 hour. If walking helps you learn faster too, you can write podcast in the comments.
One of the biggest mistakes students make is wanting everything to be perfect.
Oh, yes. They act like producing perfect English is easy from day one.
But everything has its time.
Think about it. When a child learns to walk, they don't say, I don't want to walk anymore, every time they fail.
To walk, you must fall first.
In the same way, making mistakes is a natural part of learning English.
But adults blame themselves every time they make a mistake.
And this unnecessary pressure drains all your energy.
When you say, I can't do this, the problem is not the mistake itself.
It's turning the mistake into a problem. One thing I often hear while teaching English is, I want to speak, but I can't form sentences.
The reason is, most people try to start speaking with long sentences. Self.
But simple sentences are more than enough to begin speaking.
For example, I am tired. I like this. I don't understand. Self.
These are simple but very powerful sentences because we use them often in real life.
And the brain learns them easily.
This makes studying more sustainable.
Another important point is that the study environment affects your emotions.
Yes, cleaning your desk, lighting a candle, putting on headphones. These small details can increase your desire to learn.
Because the brain connects certain places with certain emotions.
If your study space relaxes you, studying English becomes easier.
Even a small ritual can make a big difference.
One of the most effective ways to keep learning English is this: find a small but clear reason for yourself.
Yes, because most people want to learn English in general. But our brain doesn't like unclear goals.
But a reason like this is much stronger. When I travel abroad, I want to communicate comfortably.
Or, I want to express myself better in a job interview.
These kinds of goals automatically increase your learning energy.
Because your brain feels, this is truly important for me.
One of the things a person needs most while learning is a small feeling of success.
For example, you listened for 2 minutes today. It may seem small, but it's actually the first link of a chain.
Thanks to that small step, your brain receives this message: I am someone who continues.
And this feeling lasts longer than big motivation.
Many people quit English because they compare themselves to others.
They speak better than me. They're progressing faster.
These thoughts completely drain your energy.
Because comparison doesn't push you forward. It only slows you down.
Moving at your own pace always gives a stronger result in the long run. Sometimes our inner voice is very harsh. A simple sentence can help a lot. Doing a small thing today is enough. Today we talked about how you can continue even on days when you don't feel like studying English. We saw the power of small steps, the importance of choosing the right method, and how flexible the learning process can be.
And remember, you don't have to love English, but English can give you a stronger place in life. And for that, even a small step is enough.
As you keep learning, your brain will adapt and the process will become lighter.
We're here, and we'll continue walking this path with you. Thank you for listening. Be kind to yourself. Even a small step is progress.
See you in the next podcast.